Here Carlsen is preparing for knight to d4, that's why here Gukesh played c3, covering the d4 square so that black knight can't enter into it. And after this, finally both sides castled. Now Carlsen played d6, strengthening the pawn structure. Here white can also capture this pawn with the rook, which activates the rook and guards the 4th rank. And obviously black can't attack this rook with the bishop because then simply rook takes a6, and here black will be a pawn down, but this position is still equal for both. But why? This is because after this black will play queen to c7, threatening bishop to a5, trying to trap this rook, but white will simply counter this by bishop to d2, stopping the move bishop a5. And you can see that no side can progress and this position is completely equal. Okay, so let's go back to our original game. After the move bishop takes a4, here black played bishop to b7. Opening the diagonal for this bishop. Okay, so this move is an inaccuracy by white. Instead of this, the best move for white is to play knight to d2, adding a flexible defensive piece to guard the central e4 pawn. Okay, and after this, g6 by Carlsen. A good move by Carlsen, covering the h5 and f5 square so that this g3 knight can't enter to it. But guys, let me show you something that in this position, instead of g6, here black can play this move which is bishop takes h3, sacrificing the bishop. This is because after takes, knight takes h3 check, king to g2, knight to f4 check, king to g1, and in the next move black will play queen to c8 with the idea of queen to h3 trying to attack this king, and after this black will push his pawn to h5 and h4 creating immense pressure towards the white position, and you can see that black will be better. Okay, so in the actual game after the move g6, another inaccuracy by Gukesh. This is because this invites black to play bishop to d3, targeting this important central pawn. And in this position, Gukesh sacrificed his knight by playing rook to a4. But what if black simply exchanged the rooks by rook takes a4? And if this happens, then after this, b takes a4, h takes g3, f takes g3, bishop takes e4, knight takes e4, knight at 4 goes to knight at 4 takes d5, knight takes f6 check, knight takes f6, and finally when the dust settles you can see that this position is completely equal. Let's go back to our original game. After the move rook to a4, here Carlsen decides to play rook at f goes to b8. And again black can't capture this knight by simply h takes g3. This is because after f takes g3, if black decides to defend back his knight by knight at 4 goes to h5, then after this simply rook takes d3. White will simply capture this bishop, gains his piece back, and you can see that this position is close to equal. Okay, so in the actual game after the move rook to a7, here black played rook to d4, guarding this bishop, and now black is threatening to capture this knight, and it's better for white to defend this knight back to defend this by knight backs to f1, but instead Gukesh made a mistake by playing knight to f3. First of all, it looks good because here white is attacking the rook, but guys, in this position Magnus sacrificed his rook by playing h takes g3, and if white captured this rook by the knight, then after takes rook takes g3, bishop takes e4, and now black is threatening to play knight to e2. To defend this, white have to play rook to a2, but this is of no use because black will simply play d3, and you can see that in the next move black will capture this b3 pawn, and this d3 pawn is very close to promotion, supported by the bishop and this knight, and this position will be completely winning for black. Okay, so in the actual game after takes, Here white is threatening to play rook to f3 check, and in this position the best move for black is to play rook to h8, targeting this h4 pawn, but he missed that and instead he made a mistake by playing f6. Okay, so everything was fine till here, both sides are doing great, and here the best way to continue this game for black is simply rook to e8 defending this pawn, but in this position Carlsen blunders by playing knight to e2. Basically he blundered a full piece. And in this position the final move by Gukesh is king to f4, and here Magnus Carlsen resigned, because here suppose if game continues then black can play d2, but simply knight takes e3 and black can't promote this due to this knight, and yeah, that's over. Oh my god, what an amazing comeback by Gukesh. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Hit that subscribe button for more because it motivates me a lot. This is your host Bison signing off. Bye bye.